My name is Linda Gibbings and I put Tony up for the Carer of the Year award. I know him through, my mother-in-law is at Heather Grange, and I've seen Tony at work and how he deals with the old people and how great he is with them. So that's how I've come by, knowing him is actually through Heather Grange and my mother-in-law being there as a resident. I think he's entertainment manager, and he does a lot of interaction with the residents. He sets up games for them, quizzes. He takes them to Blackpool for fish and chips, or Townley for cups of tea and a biscuit. He also gives them manicures and pedicures. He's so loving and so natural and so funny with them. He's very respectful towards the old people, and it's just everything about him. He's just so warm and so loving. And he even went out and bought some an organ for them, paid for it himself, and went and picked it up. And then he plays and sings to them as well, which is great. And they just absolutely love him. And also the people who work there, the carers themselves, have great respect for him. And he's, like I say, he's just such a warm, loving, naturally generous person. And a great person to be around the residents, and they're so grateful to him and love him so much. I would describe Tony as a patient, loving, respectful person, and very unique.
My name's Tony Grundy. I'm from Burnley and I work at Heather Grange Care Home. When I started work for Silk Healthcare, Heather Grange, I originally went as a carer, but I've been in entertainment for over 25 years. And when I went there, I thought my goal was to be the activity coordinator. There's somebody doing the job already, but I thought I could improve on that, and it's a way of getting to know the residents better. I mean, caring for a resident it's a really tough job, but I really wanted to get to know them personally, and I think that was the way around it. And after that, I've been there 3 months and the job came up and I got it. And I've done it for 2 years, and they've just made me manager for the area, so that's massive. Well, what we do, I actually have 3 staff, 1 at each care home. We do all types of different things for dementia, so we do circle dancing, we're all trained in that. We do quite a lot of musical events because all our coordinators are musical. So, and we think music and dementia go hand in hand, and that's when you can make a difference. Like they said, they go to Blackpool and just going that extra mile. If I'm not at work and I go in and they want to go out and I'm going somewhere, I take them with me. The organ trip, we actually took a gentleman on that, and we still talked about it. Unfortunately, now he's no longer with us, but he remembered. It was something he remembered. Dementia is something really close to my heart, really, because in 2000, my mum started with early signs of dementia, and she weren't really diagnosed, but you always think if you knew at that time. And actually, it's quite a disturbing story. She actually died in Burnley General. She actually committed suicide through dementia, and it was the early stages of it. So I think it's really important to me for when somebody comes in the home going through the first stages, which is the anxiety side. It's a terrible thing. They go through anxiety and they go through depression, and it's to catch them people. And it's unbelievable. You can make a difference to that person's life by just catching them in the early stages of dementia. As the dementia progresses, I think they get over this anxiety side of it, and by distracting them and activities, it's actually unbelievable. You won't believe it. And music is one of our really, it's more than I think we offer music more than any other home because we are musicians, and the music, it brings back memories. It's unbelievable. So you can actually transport a person from being really anxious and depressed and sometimes challenging and just take them away. Music is a marvellous thing, and I think that's why we're winning. And you know, some of the residents with dementia who don't really know the families still know my name, and that's, you know, so that's a big plus. But no matter how severe the dementia is, they always know how you treat them. And you know, to treat somebody with respect, you gain respect from them. So that's really important to me, that. Having a think about it, I think they'd say there's someone that they can trust and confide in. I think somebody, they know that I care about them. And I treat every resident like my own mum and dad. As you know, I'd want mine to be treated. So I think they would say respectful, and they'd probably say it's really funny. I mean, it's a great job because like I see people in town who I've had an effect on, you know, the families, and it's nice, you know, to get a bit of feedback off them, and it's really nice to know that you've seen it right through to the end, you know what I mean?